icon, the reaction section to raise your hands, and all your questions, please just add them onto the chat. Thank you very much. Okay, good evening. I think we don't want to wait because we've got others that have got lots of things to do today. You all know my name is Antonia Bedwell, and I'm just going to share this little screen here for you. My name is Antonia Bedwell. I run a small charity here in MK called Might and MIG Productions. So what we do basically is to support creative, unemployed creative skills in Milton Keynes. We try to inspire them, to promote them, and we'll also run events on their behalf. I'm just going to show you our short website, just to say that we are legitimate and we.
It's another thing against Manchester City, world class. Absolutely, yeah. We've spoken about right the way through this half-time period how well they've done.
So that's our little website there. You can see it. Hope it come now. Taking its time. As MIG Productions here, we run different events. So we support people with different creative skills. We run events. We run fashion shows. We started the MK African Diaspora Awards in MK last year. We'll encourage people to use their skills. What we say is don't just work, don't just think you have to work with your skills in the industry. If you cannot get your job, a job in the entertainment industry, please look for a full-time job that will keep you going. So that's MIG Production. You can always Google us online. That's us in a nutshell. So today we've got a very, very special, and also we started this engagement community show to interact with the community, especially our Black and Asian minority community in Milton Keynes, and not just Milton Keynes, anyone generally can get involved. So what we're trying to do is try to speak with people during this COVID-19 period, because we most likely all know we cannot do a lot of things virtual and face-to-face anymore. It has to be virtual. To see where we can help each other, those that are struggling financially, those that are struggling with immigration issues, with entertainment industry, with their businesses. How do we promote you and how do we work together to achieve that? So this is what this engagement show is all about. It's for everybody, anybody that has issues in our community. Because a very good friend of mine told me last week, he said, most of the community in MK, most of the support, our community charitable organizations have not been really active during MK, and I do thank her very much. And she's in this group. I'm not going to mention him, but it did push us to do more. So, and I know one of the major issues we have is immigration statistics. We've all got issues. We don't know who to meet to apply, or how to apply, and who to get advice from, and how we can get support financially. Or we're all stuck. I know some of us are stuck in this problem, and that was why. And I spoke to 2 or 3 people, and I touched me, and I said, look, let's talk about, let's bring people in to discuss and speak to a professional. And I've known Mr. Olushola Davies for over almost 10 years now. He's a reputable gentleman. His major area of expertise is in crime, immigration, and other common law. So he is Barrister Olushola Davies. Welcome, sir. Welcome, Barrister. How are you today?
Fine, thank you very much. We all experiencing this situation that the whole world is in at the moment. I think no matter how unreligious one may be, everybody has some prayer to ask God for, has something to ask God for in prayer. My prayer is that we should see it through, because it's only one who sees it who will be able to
puzzle.
So, yes, I pray that we all thrive, even during the pandemic.
Yes.
It's a season of stress to a lot of people, but my prayer is that we should be endowed with sufficient strength to see it through. Well, I don't know in what specific area we should begin, but maybe Ms. Beda would
Yes.
suggest a particular direction.
Yes, I will do that. Apologies if I'm listening to you, but I'm also trying to attend to those on Facebook. So please don't think I'm being rude. I'm not being rude. I'm just trying to deal with attend to all the participants at the same time. Yes. My first question to everyone is, how are we today? How are we all doing? You can just raise it, just briefly, if you just raise your hand. And I think it's good to, if you cannot show us your faces, I would appreciate it, or just unmute, say, I'm fine, I'm doing all right. How are we all doing today? Hello?
We are fine. I'm fine.
Fantastic.
Fine, please.
So
We are fine.
Great, that's good.
Hello, I'm fine.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Akirimisi. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Hello, Princess.
Hello, dear.
Thank you. So everybody else is fine?
We are all fine.
Yeah, great. So we're going to start with a very general question that I know most people will want to ask. And my first question to, and this is going to be general, and then all you have to do is just start asking. Use it as a basic to ask a question to Mr. Barrister Davies. What are the greatest challenges that affect your immigration status? Since the pandemic, what issues have you experienced? What problems have you gone through? What are the challenges you're facing right now?
Join and they won't talk about immigration things.
Do you have any issues that you just want to bring up? It could just be just one topic, and Mr. Barrister Henry will pick it up and answer the question. Please don't be shy. This is a very important question, a very important time. So don't ask, you won't get the answer. Nobody wants to say anything? Okay, then I'm going to ask another question then. Next question I've got is, if we've got someone in, studied this question of this and ask it to yourself. If someone is trying to apply for a change in their immigration status right now, is that still possible? For instance, if they want to apply for residency, is that still possible at this time, or is it still on hold?
Sorry, there's a bit of background noise.
Okay. Please, can you help us with muting your audio, please, while we listen to Mr. Henry Davies? Can we all mute, please? Thank you very much. Prayer and word. Hello? Hello? Yeah, can we mute? Okay, that's fine. Is that okay, Mr. Davies? Can you answer with this question? If someone wants to apply for residency right now, is that still possible?
Yes, the basic rules haven't changed. The Home Office is still working. The process of appealing decisions is still on. It's just the mode that is different. Everything is as it was before. It's just the mode of expression that differs.
When you say the mode, what do you mean? Sorry.
Well, the courts are virtual at the moment. which
Okay.
means a lot of things are done on the telephone
Mhm.
and by virtual apps. Like I think a favorite of the courts at the moment is Microsoft Teams.
Mm. Okay. So are you saying if one wants to apply, they have to go through Microsoft Teams, or do they apply online or apply through a solicitor? And then you don't mind elaborating, sir?
Yes, it's always easiest to go to a professional, and they would put you through. The Home Office website is very, very active and very useful with information. If people want to try things by themselves, they could do, but I would advise that they instruct professionals.
Okay, but why? Because some people will say, oh, why do I have to go to a solicitor? I can just fill in my form myself and just get it sorted. But I know one or two people will say that most, but at the end of the day, do you think that's right? Actually, in this time that we are right now, I think it's right to apply this
Well,
documentation.
it's a question of choice. It's not just in law, but in most things. It's always easiest and best, I think, to let experts do it rather than trying to do it by yourself. You may just get the answer to a particular question wrong, and that may be this. It may be decisive. It may be what decides your application.
Okay.
I mean, alternatively, some people would go and seek legal advice and then try to do things by themselves. That option is also always open, but it's not the best.
Okay. That's fine. So do we have any questions on this? Anyone struggling with applications at all? Any issues that you want to discuss with Barrister Davies concerning residency or any kind of application? If we're going to be quiet, we won't get the answer we want. So I would really appreciate it if we can all ask questions. Yeah? Because this has to be interactive. We have to try and be interactive. So if you want to ask a question, kindly just unmute and then ask the question. If you do want to speak, just type on the chat box down there.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Boom.
Hello, Bumi. Good evening. Nice to meet you today. Please go ahead.
Well, I don't know whether my situation fits into this, but let me just bring it out anyway. It's basically with presently I'm a student here. Okay. Yeah, doing my master's program in University of Northampton. So because definitely part of the requirement of the program is that we must do a placement, and it's a 2-year program. I've done almost 1 year anyway, so we are going into the 2nd year of placement and all that. I just want to find out whether in Milton Keynes here, among the Nigerian community, whether there are placement opportunities among some of the companies that Nigerians own here in this environment. That's my first question.
Okay, Mr. Davis, let's use that as a general question because Henry Davis doesn't live in MK. But is this something you can answer? Can you generalize it? Being a student in MK in the UK, and you're looking for placement, that's still possible during this period.
Yes, it could be possible. I don't think one needs to limit oneself to Nigerian companies like you described. It may be Nigerians who know where opportunities are. it also is very important to know what your area of study is. You didn't say that. You just said you're doing a master's. Because obviously you want to.
Project.
Yes.
In project management, he said so.
Well, you would need to make general inquiries. You cannot limit it to a forum like this only. You would need to ask people, you know, who might be in a position to point you in the right direction. But that is not a strictly legal matter. I think it's a social matter rather than legal.
I know. Go ahead.
Okay, the legal aspect of it comes in the direction that, you know, if one, as a student, if one is unable to get a placement at the right time, it affects your stay, your visa will be restricted instead of will be restricted, or let me say will be cut short. Let me put it that way. So that's where the legal aspect of it comes in, because, for example, if you're not doing any academic engagement, whether academic study on campus or placement, let me say placement engagement for a period of about 60 days, your visa stay cut short, at least will be reduced for, let me say, will be cut short for about 6 months. So instead of, you know, having maybe, like, for example, 2 full years, maybe you might just be given 1.5 years and all that. So that's where the legal input. Then post, let me say, more importantly, is post-study.
Yeah.
So which are also, you know, certain legal implications, that what are the options, you know, what are the options available, what are the, let me say, what are the directions, or let me say, what are the routes that are available. For example, if one wants to, let me say, still stay maybe for post-study, you understand, before going back to the country.
Yes. You would make all endeavors to keep within the time limits. That's
Okay.
part of your responsibilities, really. If you don't if you are not able to keep within the time limits, then you might have extenuating circumstances that a lawyer may take up on your behalf with the Home Office. But I think you should make all the endeavors you can before that stage to do the necessary.
All right. Thank you, sir.
I hope you understood the answer.
May I just contribute something?
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes. I have a question for the gentleman asking this question. Your program of study, does it not include the school getting you a placement, a work placement?
No, not included. Not included.
So you have to take the personal responsibility to get a work placement for yourself.
Yes, because we've had various engagements with the school authority, you know, program module authority with respect to that, because from what I said, one of the things that we got so to was that, oh, there will be a placement opportunity. But one thing that, let me say, that has happened is that the pandemic has affected a whole lot. That's one. Excuse me. Then secondly is the fact that the school now brought up the issue, because we had a forum in December and in early January. The school now brought up this thought that, look, if we get a placement for you, let me say the fees that we got to pay, that we paid, then definitely they should have charged beyond that, because we were making reference to schools that, you know, that has made placement possible for their students. And then how much are those schools charging? How much are we charging here? So those are the kind of things, you know, that came up along the line, or that come up. We said, okay, no problem. We'll do our best in finding a placement but the COVID has affected a whole lot. So that's why the thing is not coming through as easily as expected.
So basically, from what we've just said,
Okay, so there was no clear definition of them having the responsibility to provide placement for the students. So now what you're saying is that is your responsibility. And in terms of you, your first question, you said if there are any Nigerian organizations. I don't think you should be looking for Nigerian organization for your placement. Like the barrister explained, you should make your options open in terms of placement, because I know you're saying the pandemic has made things change, but I think it should be in your favor with the pandemic, because a lot of because of our mode of working now is more digital. So you should be able to get an organization that should give you a digital placement. I think you need to do more research to find out more, but don't limit yourself to Nigeria organization. You have to put yourself out there, and then you would get a placement.
Yeah, I quite get you. But you know what? Very surprising, which I never knew. Very surprising. In our department, we're about 152 in number, 142 qualified placement. In MBA, there are about 230, 210 or 15 qualified for the placement. But the percentage of people that have gotten placement is below 10%. That's number one. Then number two, personally, I know I've made some efforts, maybe not enough, but at least I've gotten feedback from organizations not than about 26 to 28. And it's all the conclusion is, oh, sorry, you know, all the, so which is giving me an impression that I don't know. I don't. It's just giving me a certain impression, which maybe is not something for this one, but it's just giving me a particular impression. Because for me to have gotten responses from about 26 organizations, I don't think I've even applied as much as that in Nigeria. That means I have applied to double that number. So 50% of them got back to me, and it's all negative. Honestly, I've never experienced such.
Don't forget there's the pandemic. It is affecting a lot of jobs. So it's not just for placement, for full-time jobs. And what I would say, please don't be despondent, don't feel sad, don't feel bad. Don't forget what the barrister said. Keep to your timeline while you're still looking. There are some sites I will ask you to go to. There's Indeed. Yeah, there's Indeed. Have you tried Indeed website? There's CV. I've typed them all there. CV library. Just go in there and keep on trying. Indeed, CV library and a few others. And if you need more information, just give me a shout and I'll give you. But I can see the desperation. Okay. I understand where you are. But the good thing is you're within your legal status. Is that correct, Mr. Davies?
Yes. Yes.
So you're in
certainly
there.
For now. Yes.
Yeah, for now. So be happy. Just don't feel sad. I can see you're sad. Be happy that you've got that. And then keep on looking, you know? And don't feel despondent. Don't feel sad. It's going to be all right. It's not just you. It's affecting everybody. Okay?
Can I ask a question, please?
Yes. Please, I just have bear with me, ma'am, please. I have a question from a gentleman called Zik on the chat. He said, if you came on a dependency visa and your partner has filed for a divorce, which will take you off the visa, what's the best way to go? And also, if you have a child with each other and the child is with the partner. So they came on dependency visa, and then the partner has filed for divorce. And because he's filed for divorce, they're going to take whoever the partner is off that visa status. And yet they have a child that is with the partner. What should he do? Hello? Okay.
I think the important factor would be the child. If what is the nationality of the child? Is the child British or not?
Mr. Zik, if you can just unmute and answer, please. Thank you. Just to save time.
Is the child British?
Zik? Okay, let's see. They say Nigeria. They're all Nigerians.
It's a bit difficult because the terms of the visa are not negotiable. Once you go outside of it, you'll need to start all over again.
So they have
So
to.
there's some difficulty there.
So they have to start all over again. So does that mean they have to reapply? Even if you just tell us the bullet points of what needs to be done, if he has to come to solicitor and what he has to concentrate on, please, sir.
Well, it's a question of what the positives are. The child, even though the child may not be British, the child is still one factor. How long has she been in the country? Has it been more than 2 years?
It's just sending us a chat now.
So
they came in 2019.
Oh.
Came in 2019.
Yeah, 2019. And there's no other relationship.
They came in 2019 on a 2-year visa. When you say no other relationship, is it that they are going out dating someone else? Is that what you mean?
Yes. Sometimes it becomes relevant, not that one encourages it, but.
He's not replied that here, but he said she has not allowed me access to my children or to my child. My apologies. They have not allowed me access to my child.
I think she would need to apply for contact in relation to the child, and while that is on, in any event, she would need to. She would still be in the country while the contact application is on. It may last 15 months or 18 months.
Okay.
And then one would need to look at what to do then.
Okay.
But the very first step is to apply for contact in this particular
case, is to apply for contact and not to reapply for. His status is still within 2 years. His immigration status, so he's still okay for now. But I'm sure by towards the end of this year, it should be rounding up. What is this next step? Because by the time you start child contact proceeding, it normally take 3 months, and between that period, his visa may be expiring. What should he do? He said it's expiring in September 2021. In this period, should he start applying now through a barrister or a solicitor, or wait until?
I think we would need to take a closer look at it, and that it's a matter for consultation, I think.
Okay, that's fine. So Zeke, that's your answer there. So if you, first of all, Mr. Barrister Davies, I said you have to apply for child contact. And don't forget your visa is going to expire in September 2021. What next do you want to do? So in this case, I think you will need a consultation. You need support from the professional. So Barrister Davies's information is on the link below. Please give him a call, test him, and I'm sure he will be able to give you more advice. But don't waste time, because you think you've got time, but there's not a lot of time. So please give him a call and then take it from there. Okay, so who else has got a question before we move on to the next?
I was going to ask I don't know his name again. The first guy that spoke before this question.
Bumi.
Yep. How many hours are you looking at in a week or in a month for your placement?
We're looking at a minimum of 35 hours
a week.
per week. Yeah, minimum of 35 hours.
Okay. Okay. And do you have to do it with one organization, or you can do it with multiple?
The placement is usually with one organization, but within that 35 hours, you have the opportunity to work full time, which stresses to 60 hours. So that means in doing your placement, you are allowed to also take another second job.
Okay. Okay. I'll get your contact then.
Okay. Bumi, can you please add your contact on this chat here? Great, Kate. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. The reason you're asking, welcome. Is it because you've got an opportunity somewhere that you think could help Bumi here?
Yes, that's what I'm looking at.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. You see, when you ask,
can I get the person who spoke to me now, her contact or something?
Yes, if you just great, Kate, if you leave your details on the chat, please, and Bumi, if you leave your details on the chat,
yeah,
I'll pass it on
to you. That's fine.
And share it amongst each other, yeah. And I can always give it to you.
Okay.
This also
my details, my email address and my phone number.
Yes, please just add it on, and don't forget the link to our website is there. This is streaming live, so you can always go to the and pick it up. But please come back to me. I'll send you all the details. Thank you very. This is what it's all about: helping each other, elevating our community, and getting the right support. So, have we got any other pressing issues, please? To ask Barrister Davies.
Good evening, Barrister, and thank you, Antonia. It's just a question for somebody. We mentor in the community, so the lady's got a 2.5 years visa, with a child, and the child is British now, but she's married to a Ghanaian, and she wants to find out if it's possible to apply for the husband to come and meet and join her.
The relationship she has here, what has become of that?
No, she hasn't got a relationship here. She was single. She got married 2 years ago. She's got her papers, so she's renewed twice now, and she's on the second phase of a renewal of the citizen, the 2.5 years they've given to her. So she's done she's on the second lapse. She got married 2 years ago, but she wants to invite her husband down. So we want to find out if there's a procedure or a way she can, if does a visa allow her to apply for her husband to come as independent with her?
Yes, well, if she contacts me, I would take her through the procedure. Yeah,
thank you very much.
That is a possibility.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Great, fantastic. So I'm sure that would help. So if you need a barrister's number, because there's some things we don't really have time to share here, and a barrister would love because you would love to go into detail, but at least it will give us what he's done right now is giving you basic information. But yes, she can apply. However, he needs to get more information from her, and also because of data and processes, we don't want to go into too many details without speaking with the person directly. So
M&J, there's a question on the chat box there.
Oh, is there? My daughter's okay. Yeah, so that's that. Thank you very much, Stella, for letting me know. So the next question here is from Rosemary Kumbi. Said, my daughter's partner applied for visa recently, but the application was rejected because her daughter is currently studying and doesn't earn enough income to support him. Is the best option for her partner to appeal or to apply for naturalization? Do you want me to repeat that or?
Yes.
Okay, she said her daughter's partner has applied for a visa recently, a visiting visa. His application was rejected as her daughter is currently studying and doesn't earn enough income to support him. So should they apply or should they appeal? Should they reapply for naturalization or should they appeal?
It may be easiest in that particular case that they appeal it if if they can show that all the evidence they provided was not considered, unless they agree that they didn't meet the financial requirements. Does the husband himself have any income of his own?
This could be, if you don't mind, you want to type? or-
Yeah, of course. No, he was working in the bank back home, but he lost his job. So he's unemployed at the moment.
So the prospects of an appeal may not be too bright in that
Yes,
case.
sir.
Is that what you say? Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
one would then need to think about alternatives to an appeal,
Yes, sir.
because once he has a record of a refusal, it will be difficult for him to get an approval in the future.
Yes, sir.
So he wants to clear that record as much as possible.
Okay, sir.
So your daughter, I just want to ask a question, because I know you said naturalization. Is your daughter British already?
She's British. And this young man was living here in the UK before, but he went home for 2 or I think he overstayed.
Okay.
So when he was about to come back,
Mm.
they also refused him. He got to the airport here at Heathrow. When they saw his passport, they saw that he had overstayed.
So in this scenario, Barrister Davies, do you think it's going to be an easy process?
The saving grace is the fact that the wife is British.
Yes, sir.
So there's the possibility of something can be done.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Are you happy with that? So
Yes.
do you have any other question, Ms. Kumbi?
Yes, please. Another question I wanted to ask her is, if my daughter can go to Nigeria and maybe marry him there, will they be able to give him a visa to come and join her here?
I thought you said she's already married to him.
No, sir. They are about to get married.
Oh, see. Yes, she could go out there if that's possible for her, get married and then come back, and he can then apply for a spouse visa.
Thank you, sir. Do you hear that, Mary?
So
I think that would be our best option, sir, because of all the, because of his past history with them.
Okay, great, fantastic. So in that instance, if you need more support to apply or to move forward, please just contact Barrister Davies, or and he will give you more options. If you're having
Thank
any
you.
issues getting through to me, Kumi, you know how to get through to me, and I'll give you his
Yes.
details. Yeah, he's very, trust me, Barrister Davies is a very renowned barrister. You see, he doesn't talk too much. Action speaks better than words. So
Okay. What I will do, Sister Antonia, thank you very much. I will ask the young man to get in touch with Barrister Davies himself.
okay. Great, fantastic.
That would be better. He'll be able to explain everything in detail to Barrister Davies. Then he will know how to move forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you for asking, and thank you for sharing.
Okay.
And we got.
Thank you, Barrister Davies. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You're most welcome.
Before we continue, I'm just going to take a minute to share. I just want to, because I like promoting the cultures in Milton Keynes. I mean, those that are working in businesses in Milton Keynes. So just bear with me, because they are supporting us and they are supporting our cause, and we also want to support them together. So first of all, I've got this group here called Keeping Kids Off the Streets. So what they do in Milton Keynes, if you go little children, well, not now because of COVID, because they're trying to eradicate poverty. I mean, for those homeless that don't have homes in Milton Keynes. So what they do is they support them, they provide meals, they have weekly program for events to provide hot meals, food, drinks, people that are struggling in Milton Keynes. They provide help those that are homeless, they have shelter in Milton Keynes. So it's called Keeping Kids Off the Street. They have events like free boxing for children. Actually, for those that have low income in the community, they provided a free football event as well in Milton Keynes. So please, if you need to get more details about them, for homeless, little children that are struggling, for little kids that are having issues with their behavior, with the boxing, it tends to discipline them and bring them back into shape. So they're doing that as well. Also, I'm going to speak about junior filmmakers. Stay with me. Owned by Nana Oguntola. So what they do is they provide creativity, video filming, and all that for kids in Milton Keynes. So they do it virtually, and she's got an event coming up. So instead of our kids just being at home doing nothing, if you just browse her website, I don't think she's charging a lot of money. Sorry, I'm trying to open the gallery, and you will see she does a lot for the kids. So it's juniorfilmmakers.co.uk. I've got 2 more to promote, so let's just leave that for now. Okay, now back to our questions. Do we have any more questions at all, please?
Yes, I've got a question, yeah?
Go ahead.
Can I go ahead?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm on a spousal visa, and I'm coming towards the end of my 5-year indefinite leave to remain spousal visa. So because of I am vulnerable and I've been shielding, I have not been able to raise the money to apply for the to be permanent, and I'm not sure what the term is. So because of my work, I've not been able to work and earn the amount of money that I need. Is there any kind of grace that I can get somehow from the immigrations to try to deal with this issue?
So your leave, your 5-year indefinite, how do you mean 5-year indefinite leave to remain?
Okay, the spousal visa I was given was 5 years on my wife's visa. So because I'm coming to 5 years, at the end of the 5 years, I'm now supposed to apply. There's an application where you've got to do to stay in the UK and the English test as well. And then after that, you submit an application. I think the fee is something like £2,300, if I remember correctly. And after that, you do your biometrics and everything. So the financial side has been very hard for me because I've been sitting at home with my vulnerable condition.
Yes, well, you do not have indefinite leave to remain yet, do you?
No, sorry. Maybe I'm putting it the wrong way. That is what I want to get. And I am on the 5-year visa. So this is coming to the end of the 5 years.
Okay. You could have a repeat application. You don't have to proceed to indefinite leave if you're not ready for it.
Okay. Do you know where I could find that on the gov.uk site? Because I haven't seen that option. It is there. I haven't seen it.
So in short, sorry, I know you've got your name down as Prayer and Word Group. You don't have the indefinite leave visa yet. That's what you want to apply for, but you've got a 5-year visa that will expire soon.
Yes, that's correct. I made a mistake. Yes.
Okay. So when is it going to expire? Do you know?
Yes, I do. It's going to expire the first week of March this year.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you say to that?
I'll explain my situation. I'm a healthcare worker, so there is an extension that has been offered.
Okay.
So the route that I was thinking of taking was to extend the 1 year that has been offered by the government, whilst I tried to take 12 months to raise that money to apply for that. But I was trying to find out, is there another way of going about it? Any other options, rather?
No, that is the option that I was inviting you to take, actually.
Okay, is this to reapply for another 5 years on the spousal visa?
You could do that, or you could extend your present visa by 1 year.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Yes, I think that answers my question.
Okay, that's fine. So if you need any more support in that area, please Barrister Davies's information is on the system. Please just get in touch with him.
All right, thank you very much.
You. Thank you very much. Any more questions, please? Anybody else got any questions? Okay, I've got one. The other question I've got is many immigrants are here in the UK and they are having issues with benefits. They have no recourse to public funds. And as you know, because they can't work, they don't have jobs, they can't feed their families. I know government is trying to support them. So the question is, if while waiting for this recourse, some of them may have applied for immigration to the immigration office to upgrade their status. However, they're not getting the benefit. What do they do? You know? They don't have access to public funds, and that means they can't get a job. However, they've applied. I'm waiting for immigration office to get back to them. So during this COVID pandemic period, what should they do?
Is there any self-employment they can drum up, and they launch themselves into any creative endeavor, enterprise?
Well, we're talking about those that don't even have any jobs right now, that can't work because their status is expired and they've applied. They don't have any recourse. So there's no income coming in at all.
Mm.
So you're thinking, sir?
Yes, it's almost a zero state of affairs.
Can't see your face, sorry. Thank you.
I said it's almost a zero state of affairs, but
so there's nothing that can be done.
One would need to see how they can legally, without breaking the law, create some source of income for themselves.
Okay. It is a sticky, a difficult scenario, isn't it? A difficult situation that needs it is difficult, isn't it? That's what you're saying. There's nothing we can do for them unless they. So, but how can they then get support? So, is it just by going in to get it's vouchers for feeding? Is that all? They don't have to cost public funds. Is there any way that they can go to the government to support them?
Well, they could apply to have that condition removed. They could apply to have the condition of no recourse removed.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. Great. So, and that is by going through they have to fill in a new form to do that. So, okay. I will relay that message to the person that sent this information here now. Okay, so we don't have a lot of time yet. We've got 7 more minutes. Have we got any other questions at all? Like I say, if you don't ask, you won't get the answer. So please try and speak up, try and ask. Hello, anybody?
One more question. M&G, this is to M&G anyway. This is Bumi speaking.
Hi, Bumi.
Okay, yeah. I just want to find out that do you guys organize things related to travels? Travels. What I mean is that okay, maybe you're thinking of bringing your partner or let me say your spouse to UK. I said, do you organize travels? Travels.
Oh, do you mean like a travel agency?
Yeah.
Oh.
Should I say travel?
Yeah, there's a lady in here, Stella. Stella, can you answer that? That's what she does. She's got a very good Stella Cole. Stella, can you please answer Bumi?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, it depends on what travel he's talking about. Can you please explain when you say organized travel, like you want to bring your spouse in, are you talking about the immigration process or the ticketing process?
No, okay. If it has to do with both ticketing and immigration process, I don't think the immigration process is a serious problem in the sense that, you know, she can just be under a dependent under my own visa. So I don't think that one has a whole lot of problem. It has to do with the
So what
ticketing.
visa?
Exactly.
So what visa are you on? What's your nationality?
I'm a Nigerian student visa, tier 4.
On what level?
I said tier 4, tier 4.
Tier 4 what? Are you a tier 4 master student or undergraduate? If you're undergraduate, she cannot come to you as a dependent.
Oh, no. Tier 4 master student, postgraduate.
Okay, so I think the first step you need to do is to get her the visa. I think that's which is still an immigration matter. So it's for her to obtain the visa. So you can speak to Barrister about that. Because without the visa, she cannot just get a ticket.
Okay, yes,
so,
yes, you know.
Yes.
Okay.
So she still needs to go through the immigration process to obtain her dependent visa before you can think about her obtaining tickets to come down here. So it's still the immigration issue.
Okay. But then if you need to arrange for the traveling, Stella Cole, yeah? That's what you...
Okay.
Yeah, Stella?
Yes. But the immigration side of things need to be sorted out, but she needs to obtain her dependency visa. I mean, as a tier 4, depending on you as a tier 4 student, to come down. But if you're doing a master's there, but if you're doing undergraduate course, she cannot join you.
No, it's a postgraduate. It's a postgraduate. I'm doing a postgraduate.
Okay.
Just 1 second, please, Kwasi. Stella, can you add your details here for me, please, of your business so that I can share it with the group later on, yeah? To just type in your website and everything, yeah? Thank you very much. Okay, Kwasi.
I will do that.
Oh, yes, Beda, what I want to add is the gentleman who also asked that he's coming to an end of his 5-year visa, and then he wants to know what he can do. Because he's not working, I believe he can apply for a fee waiver because it's indefinite. He can apply for a fee waiver for the financial side. He apply for a fee waiver, and then when it's granted, then he can put the application in. Because if he should also extend his visa, what is on, he can do that, but there's still a cost to it. But he said he still doesn't have money. So I think the best cost of what he's supposed to do is to apply for a fee waiver. And then there's a provision for that.
Let me just ask for what you're saying. The fee waiver you're talking about, is it for the indefinite leave to remain? Or for an extension? Because you cannot get a fee waiver on indefinite leave to remain.
Well, I mean, for the extension, because he said he hasn't got the money.
Yeah, for extension, you can apply for fee waiver, but not for indefinite leave to remain.
Yes.
What he didn't explain as well, he said he was on a 5 years route. 5 years route, is he under the immigration rule or under the EU law? Because under the EU law, he's paying nothing. And under the immigration law, that's where he pays the fees.
Yeah, for him to say he has to pay the fees, then I believe it will be under the domestic law.
Okay. Barrister, what do you say to that?
That analysis is right. if it's EU, there's nothing or nothing to pay. So presumably, it's not under the EU provisions. It's under the general UK law.
So if it's under the UK law, then can he apply for the fee waiver, or should he go for the extension, like Kwasi has said, and like you've advised before? And let's
Go for the extension, I would say.
Okay. Okay. So what? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Kwasi, does that answer?
Oh yes, that answers my question. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay. Great. So prayer and word, did you get that message as well? So I think you.
I have a question.
Okay, Princess, please go ahead.
Yes, I want to know if which way is better for us to apply for a visa, like an EU citizen that's living here and wants your family to join you, either your partner or any member of the family to join. Is it better to apply from the UK or to apply from there in Nigeria?
If they're here now, I think it's easiest if somebody who is applying under the EU provisions applies from here, rather than, yes.
Okay. Okay, I want to also know that the barrister, how do we get in touch with you?
If you look on the chat item, yeah, I've added his details. I've added all his details in there. Okay, and then you can always get in touch with.
And the times and when it's available to. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well done, everyone. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
Okay, Barrister, when are you available?
Next week, I'm available every day apart from Monday.
Okay. Sorry, I'm getting an echo from my apologies. So every day apart from Monday. So James, you've got your hands up, your hand up. Please go ahead.
And I've got a quick question.
Okay.
What is the general impact of COVID on visas and visa applications and extensions? Generally, has been your, and this is to the barrister, what has been your observation? Is there an impact, and pretty much say maybe there's a 3 months delay, 2 months delay and all of that? How does that impact the process currently with COVID in place?
In fact, in relation to some applications, COVID has made things a bit faster. It hasn't really slowed down things from my own experience.
Okay.
That much, yeah. It's you can just take it that it's business as usual, really.
Okay. And in terms of extensions, is it the same?
The speed generally in relation to applications has been the same or faster. It hasn't been any slower, really.
Okay. All right. I appreciate the platform and thanks for taking my question. All right. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So to get in touch with Barrister, every day apart from Monday, you said, yeah?
No, next week things change a bit from week to week, but next week, Tuesday to Fridays, it's okay for me.
Okay. So okay. And you prefer you want them to send you a text message first, and then you can, because you're always busy. You may be in court. You send your text message and then you can reply.
Yes, please.
Great. So have we got any more questions? Alade just came in. Alade, do you have any questions at all? Hello? Alade?
No, there's no questions from me. Sorry, thanks.
Sorry, I know you just joined and I know you've missed
Yeah.
a few, but I'm going to be sharing this recording.
Okay.
Yeah, if you need it, just get in touch with me. I didn't even put my own details in here. So yes, how do you guys find this interactive discussion? If you think there are other issues you want us to discuss about, please just put it on the chat box here, and we'll have our next community engagement meeting. And if anything that is pressing that you think we want us to discuss about, please add it onto the chat box. But so far, how do you find this meeting? Any feedback, any questions, any issues at all that you want to raise?
Can I talk?
Yes, please go ahead.
I think this is really good up in the community, and this meeting is very educating as well. I too have learned a lot and I've gathered a lot as well. I'll say well done to all the organizers. And Barrister, God bless you so much. I think this is not just the end. I think we have more. I think there's 30th and all that as well.
Yes, we have one more. 30th is going to be about relationship during COVID.
It's nice. I know this is really nice for the community. It's warm and nice, honestly.
Yeah.
I think what we need to do is we also need to try to reach a lot, because not a lot of people that log in on this. A lot of people need this kind of help. And I think this is a very good thing that you are doing.
Thank you very much. We did send it out there, you know.
I think people do not.
I think
a lot of people log on, but I think at least we can bring a lot of people in to be part of it for the next one, so that they can benefit as well. And this immigration thing that they talk about today, I know a lot of people that would have really, they want to be part of it.
Okay.
Now they'll be talking about only relationship. Will they talk about the immigration aspect as well for the 30th one?
If you want us to bring Barrister Davies in next week, we could just move that other topic for next week for another time. I don't know if Barrister Davies will be free, but do you want? So your question is, you want us to bring in another discussion on
Yes.
legal matters?
I know the family matter is also good. People are going to learn a lot. This is what we're facing here in the community. But I don't know if we can just on that day do both together. Or you shift it. And
Barrister, what do you think? Can you deal with family law next week or the week before? What do you think?
Well, there are issues of issues involving domestic violence, especially in family. That's one of the most pressing issues at this time. I guess we can slow that in with immigration.
Okay. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, that is a very big issue. Okay, so are you saying you're going to accept our invitation for next week Saturday?
I'll confirm it. I can confirm it tomorrow.
Okay. So maybe, yeah. So preferably, if you're happy with this, because whatever can structure the meeting, you want us to include immigration and domestic violence during COVID into the next meeting, if Barrister Davies will be here. Please, we just raise your hand, just indicate by a raise of hand, so we can start arranging that.
I think that's a good one.
Thank you.
Yes,
so family and immigration anyway goes together most times.
Thank you very much. Great. Oh, we've got Bumi said yes, Zik said yes, Princess said yes, Rosemary said yes. And yeah, okay. I will, thank you. That's a good motivation for me as well. Because we are not sure if people really want to get involved, because I know that right now most people are low and the last thing they want to do is talk. And you call them to say, oh, join, they say, well, I beg, that's not my problem. But if from bringing up this discussion, Princess and everybody, Stella, all of you, Zeke, everyone, I will try and reach out. And also, you can also assist us with reaching out to others from your own website and your group chat, so they can benefit from this event. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Please don't go. I just want to share. If I don't share these people's website, I'm going to be in big trouble. I have to promote our people. We have to, because like right. Oh, before I forget, the lady that said she was going to assist Bumi with details, can I have her information, please? The gentleman, the lady that said she was going to help Bumi discuss his placement.
It's a lady, I think.
Yeah, it's a lady. Hello?
I think she left her details there.
It's like she's not here. I think she's left.
Okay, I will check the chat. If not, I will reach out I will look at the link and look for the person. So quickly, I just got this. This is a Black-owned company called COTK. And well, they've just launched this new perfume called Victorious Man and Victorious Woman. And it's beautiful. It's a new design, and I'm very proud of them. So let's support our own, buy this perfume. They've got for men and they've got for women. Yeah, they've got different fragrances as well. So they've got woody original, or scent longevity. They've got different fragrances. So please give them. It's cotk.co.uk. They also sell. They make clothing line like jumpers. Oh, my apologies. My mouse is going too fast. They've got the jumpers, they've got the hoodies, they've got t-shirts, hats. So please patronize them. It's cotk.co.uk. And then we've got one more group that I've not mentioned. That's MK Melting Pot. MK Melting Pot is a very good charity community organization that engages with the youth to develop their potential and integrate the area of Milton Keynes through campaigns and events. This is a lady that I've worked with for a very long time. You see, they provide food for the needy. Charlie, they've done a lot this time around. They run events online. I just went to one of her events today. They talked about parents. Jade, are you there? Is it parenting and how we can communicate between parents and the teenagers? And not just that, if you can see all their videos here, they provide food for the poor in Milton Keynes, and also help those that have got immigration status that don't got a job, to help them get a source of support as well. So please don't forget. So I've got MK Melting Pot, COTK, Keeping Kids Off the Streets, and filmmakers and junior filmmakers group. Contact this group anytime. If you need them, just call me or send me a text message, and I will send you their details. Thank you very much, everyone. It's been so nice having you all here. I appreciate your support, and let's do this again next time.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Barrister. I will catch up with you after this. Thank you, Kwasi. Thank you, Bukola, Joy, De Levis, James, Rosemary Kumbi, Princess, Bukola, Alade, Zeke, and everyone. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thanks for supporting the community. Please share this. It's just the beginning. We have to reach each other online. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, Barrister. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. For me, I'll get that lady's number, yeah? I'll get it for you.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I'll give you a call in a second.
Okay, then. All right, bye.
Thank you, De Levis. Thank you, Alade. I just The live is, you can log off. I'm just, hello? Hello?